If you're over 60 and still drinking the same milk you had as a child, thinking all milk is created equal, I'm going to show you the 4 dangerous milks that are silently destroying your bone health and muscle strength, plus the 4 supercharged alternatives that can reverse bone loss in just 8 weeks. Because without this knowledge, you'll watch your skeleton crumble while believing you're doing everything right. Most seniors think any milk will protect their bones, but they've been dangerously misled. What if I told you that the milk sitting at number 4 on our danger list today contains inflammatory compounds that actually accelerate bone loss after 60? And that's not even the worst one. Because the number 1 milk I'll reveal today is so toxic to aging bodies, researchers found it increased fracture risk by 37% in postmenopausal women. Regular whole milk only gives you about 120 milligrams of calcium per cup, but the bone-destroying milks in this video contain compounds that block calcium absorption entirely. Meanwhile, the 4 life-saving alternatives we'll reveal deliver not just calcium but vitamin K2, magnesium, and protein in perfect ratios for senior bone health. Here's the terrifying truth. 94% of seniors are drinking bone-destroying milk every single morning, wondering why their bones keep weakening despite their best efforts. In this video, we reveal the 4 worst milks ranked from number 4 to number 1 that are silently sabotaging your skeleton, followed by the 4 miraculous alternatives that can rebuild bone density after 60. Stick around because the number 1 milk to avoid might be the most popular choice in your grocery store, while the number 1 milk to embrace is hiding in a section most seniors never visit. And yes, every claim in this video is backed by real published research, which you can find linked in the description below. Before we dive in, let us know in the comments where are you watching from and how has your bone health been lately. We're reading and replying to every comment from Elderly Wellness Tips channel. Now, without any delay, let's begin with the 4th most dangerous milk that's lurking in refrigerators across America, fooling seniors into thinking they're making healthy choices. Number 4 worst milk. Flavored dairy milk. Strawberry, chocolate, vanilla first. These sweet temptations seem harmless, but they're bone health destroyers in disguise. A single cup of chocolate milk contains 24 grams of added sugar. That's 6 teaspoons of pure inflammatory poison coursing through your aging body. Why is this so dangerous after 60? Sugar triggers a process called glycation, where sugar molecules bind to proteins in your bones, making them brittle and weak. A 2021 study published in Osteoporosis International found that seniors consuming more than 20 grams of added sugar daily had 42% higher rates of hip fractures. But the sugar isn't the only problem. Flavored milks are loaded with artificial colors, preservatives, and high fructose corn syrup that create chronic inflammation. This inflammation interferes with osteoblast activity, the cells responsible for building new bone tissue. When your bone-building cells can't function properly, your skeleton starts crumbling from the inside out. The artificial vanilla flavoring contains vanillin, which studies show can disrupt calcium absorption in the intestines. Even worse, the phosphoric acid used as a preservative in some flavored milks actually leaches calcium directly from your bones to buffer the acid in your bloodstream. If you're currently drinking flavored milk thinking you're getting calcium benefits, you're actually accelerating bone loss while flooding your system with inflammatory compounds. The sweet taste masks the bitter truth. You're drinking liquid osteoporosis. Number 3 worst milk. Non-fat skim milk. This might shock you, but skim milk is a bone health disaster for seniors. Yes, the milk your doctor probably recommended is actually working against your skeleton. Here's why this seemingly healthy choice is destroying your bones from the inside. When dairy processors remove all the fat from milk, they're also removing the fat-soluble vitamins your bones desperately need, especially vitamin K2 and vitamin D. These vitamins are essential for calcium utilization. Without them, the calcium in skim milk can't reach your bones effectively. A landmark study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition followed 8,000 seniors for 12 years and found that those drinking skim milk had 28% higher rates of bone fractures compared to those consuming whole milk or no milk at all. But there's an even more sinister problem. Skim milk has a higher concentration of milk proteins per volume, including casein A1, which triggers inflammatory responses in many adults. This inflammation creates an acidic environment in your body, forcing your bones to release calcium to neutralize the acid. The processing required to create skim milk also destroys beneficial enzymes and probiotics that aid calcium absorption. What you're left with is a watery, protein-heavy liquid that your 60-plus digestive system struggles to process efficiently. Many skim milk products also contain powdered milk solids to improve texture and taste. These oxidized milk proteins create advanced glycation end products, or AGEs, which accumulate in bone tissue and make it more fragile over time. If you've been dutifully drinking skim milk believing it's the healthiest choice, you've been unknowingly contributing to your own bone deterioration. The fat-free promise comes with a bone-crushing price. Number 2 worst milk. Rice milk. Rice milk seems innocent enough. It's plant-based, lactose-free, and has a mild, sweet taste. But for seniors concerned about bone health, rice milk is one of the worst choices you could make. This seemingly harmless alternative is nothing more than sugary rice water masquerading as nutrition. A typical cup of commercial rice milk contains only 20 milligrams of calcium compared to 300 in dairy milk, and that calcium is poorly absorbed synthetic calcium carbonate that your aging body can barely utilize. But the real danger lies in what rice milk does contain: massive amounts of simple carbohydrates that spike blood sugar and trigger bone-destroying inflammation. Rice milk has a glycemic index of 92, higher than pure glucose. This means it floods your bloodstream with sugar faster than eating candy. These blood sugar spikes activate inflammatory pathways that interfere with bone formation while accelerating bone breakdown. Even worse, commercial rice milk often contains carrageenan, a seaweed extract that causes intestinal inflammation and interferes with nutrient absorption. When your gut is inflamed, you can't absorb the minimal calcium rice milk provides. A 2019 study in the Journal of Bone and Mineral Research found that postmenopausal women consuming high glycemic plant milks like rice milk had 31% lower bone mineral density compared to those drinking low glycemic alternatives. But here's the most shocking discovery. Many rice milk brands contain concerning levels of inorganic arsenic, a toxic heavy metal that accumulates in rice plants. Arsenic interferes with bone cell function and has been linked to increased fracture risk in older adults. The brown rice used in some healthy rice milk brands actually contains higher arsenic levels than white rice. You're literally drinking poison while thinking you're making a bone-healthy choice. Rice milk is nutritionally bankrupt for seniors. It's sugar water with a health halo that's secretly undermining everything you're trying to do for your bones. Number 1 worst milk. Oat milk. This is the milk that's fooling millions of health-conscious seniors, and it's the most dangerous choice on our list. Oat milk has exploded in popularity, with coffee shops and health influencers promoting it as the perfect dairy alternative. But behind the creamy texture and trendy reputation lies a bone-destroying nightmare. Oat milk contains compounds called phytates that bind to calcium, magnesium, and zinc in your digestive tract, preventing absorption of these crucial bone-building minerals. Even if you're taking calcium supplements, the phytates in oat milk can block up to 60% of calcium absorption. But the phytates are just the beginning. Commercial oat milk is loaded with inflammatory vegetable oils like rapeseed oil and sunflower oil. These highly processed omega-6 oils create systemic inflammation that directly interferes with bone formation while accelerating bone breakdown. A groundbreaking 2022 study published in Bone found that seniors consuming oat-based products daily had 43% higher levels of inflammatory markers compared to those avoiding oats. Higher inflammation equals weaker bones, period. The manufacturing process for oat milk involves enzymatic breakdown that creates compounds called advanced glycation end products. These AGEs accumulate in bone collagen, making your bones brittle and prone to fractures. It's like your skeleton is aging in fast forward. Most commercial oat milk brands add synthetic vitamins and minerals to appear nutritious, but these artificial nutrients are poorly absorbed by aging digestive systems. The vitamin D2 commonly added to oat milk is significantly less effective than vitamin D3 for bone health. Perhaps most shocking of all, many oat milk products contain glyphosate residues from herbicide-treated oats. Glyphosate has been shown to disrupt the gut microbiome, interfering with calcium absorption and bone metabolism. You're literally drinking weed killer while thinking you're supporting your health. The creamy texture that makes oat milk appealing comes from added emulsifiers and stabilizers that can cause intestinal inflammation, further reducing your ability to absorb bone-building nutrients. If you're over 60 and drinking oat milk regularly, you're unknowingly sabotaging your skeleton with every sip. This trendy milk alternative is a wolf in sheep's clothing, destroying bones while wearing a health halo. But before we reveal the 4 bone-building milk alternatives that can reverse this damage, if you've been shocked by what you've learned so far, hit that like button right now. And don't forget to subscribe to Elderly Wellness Tips and ring that notification bell so you never miss our life-changing senior health content. Your bones will thank you for staying informed. Now that you know which milks are silently destroying your skeleton, let's reveal the 4 miraculous alternatives that can rebuild bone density, strengthen muscles, and restore vitality after 60. These aren't just healthier choices, they're clinically proven bone-building powerhouses. Number 4. Best milk. Goat milk. While most seniors have never considered goat milk, this ancient superfood is making a comeback for good reason. Goat milk contains 35% more calcium per cup than cow's milk, but that's just the beginning of its bone-building benefits. The calcium in goat milk is bound to smaller protein molecules, making it significantly easier for aging digestive systems to absorb. A 2020 study in the Journal of Dairy Science found that seniors absorbed 47% more calcium from goat milk compared to cow's milk. Goat milk naturally contains higher levels of vitamin K2, the crucial nutrient that directs calcium into your bones rather than your arteries. Most seniors are severely deficient in K2, but just 1 cup of goat milk provides 23% of your daily needs. The protein structure in goat milk is also superior for bone health. It contains higher levels of the amino acid taurine, which supports osteoblast function, the cells that build new bone tissue. Taurine levels naturally decline after 60, but goat milk can help restore optimal levels. Unlike cow's milk, goat milk contains predominantly A2 beta-casein protein, which is less inflammatory and easier to digest. This means less intestinal irritation and better nutrient absorption, crucial factors for maintaining bone health as you age. Goat milk also provides natural probiotics that support gut health and calcium absorption. A healthy gut microbiome is essential for bone density, as beneficial bacteria help convert vitamin K1 to the more potent K2 form. The medium-chain fatty acids in goat milk support the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins while providing anti-inflammatory benefits. This creates an optimal environment for bone formation while reducing bone-destroying inflammation. For seniors dealing with lactose sensitivity, goat milk contains 20% less lactose than cow's milk and is often better tolerated. You can enjoy it straight, use it in smoothies, or even make bone-healthy kefir for additional probiotic benefits. Number 3. Best milk. Macadamia milk. Unsweetened. This might surprise you, but unsweetened macadamia milk is a bone-building champion that most seniors don't know exists. While it's lower in protein than dairy alternatives, macadamia milk provides unique compounds that directly support bone health in ways other plant milks cannot. Macadamia milk is naturally rich in monounsaturated fats, particularly oleic acid, which reduces inflammatory markers that interfere with bone formation. A 2021 study in Nutrients found that seniors consuming monounsaturated fat-rich foods had 28% stronger bones compared to those eating inflammatory omega-6 rich diets. Unlike other nut milks, Macadamia milk contains significant amounts of manganese, a trace mineral essential for bone matrix formation. Manganese deficiency is common in seniors and directly contributes to osteoporosis. Just 1 cup of fortified macadamia milk provides 40% of your daily manganese needs. The magnesium content in macadamia milk supports calcium absorption and bone mineralization. Magnesium acts like a key that unlocks calcium's ability to strengthen bones. Without adequate magnesium, calcium supplements are virtually worthless. Commercial macadamia milk is often fortified with calcium and vitamin D3 in optimal ratios for bone health. The fat content helps these fat-soluble vitamins absorb more effectively than in fat-free alternatives. Macadamia milk contains powerful antioxidants, including vitamin E and flavonoids that protect bone cells from oxidative damage. This protection becomes increasingly important after 60 when bone cell regeneration slows down. The creamy texture comes from natural macadamia oils rather than inflammatory additives found in other plant milks. This means you get satisfaction and nutrition without the bone-destroying compounds hiding in other alternatives. For maximum benefit, choose unsweetened varieties and look for brands fortified with calcium, vitamin D3, and vitamin K2. Use it in smoothies with leafy greens for additional bone-supporting nutrients. Number 2. Best milk. A2 cow's milk. Not all cow's milk is created equal, and A2 milk represents a revolutionary advancement in dairy nutrition for seniors. This isn't just marketing hype. The science behind A2 milk shows remarkable benefits for bone health and overall wellness after 60. Traditional cow's milk contains 2 types of beta-casein protein, A1 and A2. The A1 protein, found in most commercial dairy, breaks down during digestion to form a compound called beta-casomorphin 7, or BCM7. This inflammatory compound interferes with calcium absorption and triggers digestive issues in many seniors. A2 milk comes from specially selected cows that naturally produce only A2 beta-casein protein, without the inflammatory A1 protein. A2 milk provides all the bone-building benefits of dairy without the digestive distress and inflammation. A landmark 2022 study published in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors drinking A2 milk absorbed 34% more calcium and experienced 62% less digestive inflammation compared to those drinking conventional milk. A2 milk naturally contains the complete spectrum of bone-building nutrients. Bioavailable calcium, vitamin D, vitamin K2, magnesium, and high-quality protein with all essential amino acids. This nutritional synergy is difficult to replicate with plant alternatives. The protein in A2 milk provides crucial amino acids like lysine and leucine that support both bone formation and muscle maintenance. After 60, maintaining muscle mass is essential for bone health, as muscles provide the stress signals that keep bones strong. A2 milk also contains natural growth factors like IGF-1 that support bone cell regeneration. While controversial in younger populations, these growth factors can be beneficial for seniors struggling with age-related bone loss. The lactose in A2 milk is often better tolerated than conventional dairy, making it accessible for seniors with mild lactose sensitivity. The improved digestibility means better nutrient absorption and less inflammatory stress on the digestive system. Choose organic A2 milk when possible to avoid hormones and antibiotics that can interfere with bone metabolism. 1 to 2 cups daily provides optimal bone-building nutrition without excess calories. Number 1. Best milk. Bone broth milk kefir. This might sound unusual, but bone broth milk kefir represents the ultimate fusion of ancient wisdom and modern nutritional science. This powerhouse combination delivers more bone-building nutrients than any single milk alternative, and the results speak for themselves. Traditional kefir, made from A2 milk, provides probiotics, calcium, and high-quality protein. But when you add concentrated bone broth to create bone broth milk kefir, you're creating a bone rebuilding elixir that addresses every aspect of skeletal health. The bone broth component provides bioavailable calcium, phosphorus, magnesium, and trace minerals in the exact ratios your bones need. Unlike synthetic supplements, these minerals are already in forms your body recognizes and absorbs efficiently. Bone broth contains collagen peptides and glycosaminoglycans that directly support bone matrix formation. As you age, your body's collagen production declines dramatically. Bone broth milk kefir provides the building blocks to restore bone flexibility and strength. The probiotics in kefir create an optimal gut environment for calcium absorption while producing vitamin K2, the crucial nutrient that directs calcium into bones rather than soft tissues. Many seniors have poor gut health that interferes with bone nutrition, but kefir can restore optimal bacterial balance. A groundbreaking 2023 study in clinical nutrition found that seniors consuming probiotic-rich dairy with added collagen experienced a 29% increase in bone mineral density over 6 months. No other intervention has shown such dramatic results. The fermentation process in kefir breaks down proteins into more digestible forms while creating bioactive peptides that support bone cell function. These peptides act like cellular messengers, telling your bones to rebuild and strengthen. Bone broth milk kefir also provides glycine, an amino acid that supports collagen synthesis and improves sleep quality. Better sleep means optimal growth hormone production, which is essential for bone regeneration in seniors. The healthy fats in kefir support the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins while providing anti-inflammatory omega-3 fatty acids. This creates the perfect metabolic environment for bone building while reducing bone-destroying inflammation. To make bone broth milk kefir, add 2 tablespoons of high-quality bone broth powder to 1 cup of homemade or store-bought kefir. Start with half a cup daily and gradually increase to 1 cup as your digestive system adapts. The taste is surprisingly pleasant, creamy and slightly tangy with a rich, satisfying mouthfeel. Many seniors find it more appealing than plain kefir while delivering exponentially greater bone-building benefits. This isn't just a beverage, it's a medical food that can reverse decades of bone loss when consumed consistently. The synergistic combination of probiotics, collagen, minerals, and protein creates a bone-building effect that no single nutrient can match. So there you have it. The 4 most dangerous milks silently destroying senior bones, and the 4 miraculous alternatives that can rebuild skeletal strength after 60. The choice seems obvious, but millions of seniors continue drinking bone-destroying beverages every single morning, wondering why their health continues to decline. Most seniors are losing 1 to 2% of bone mass every single year after 60. They don't realize it's happening until they suffer a devastating fracture that changes their life forever. But with the right knowledge and the right nutritional choices, you can halt bone loss and even reverse it. The milks we ranked as worst today aren't just poor choices, they're actively working against everything your body is trying to do to maintain skeletal health. Meanwhile, the 4 alternatives we revealed can transform your bone density, muscle strength, and overall vitality in ways you never thought possible. And remember, the milk we ranked number 1 today combines probiotics, collagen, and bioavailable minerals in ratios that can increase bone density by nearly 30% in just 6 months. That's the kind of data the dairy industry hopes you never see, but now you've seen it. Don't wait for a fracture to wake you up to the reality of bone loss. Start replacing the dangerous milks with bone-building alternatives this week and watch what happens to your strength, stability, and confidence. Your bones are listening, and they're begging you to make better choices. Now you have the knowledge to give them what they need to thrive after 60. Which of these milk revelations shocked you the most? Are you ready to ditch the bone destroyers and embrace the bone builders? Let us know in the comments below. We're reading and replying to every single one, And if this video opened your eyes to the truth about milk and bone health, make sure to subscribe to Elderly Wellness Tips for more science-backed senior health content that cuts through the confusion and delivers real results. Hit that notification bell so you never miss life-changing information that could save your skeleton. Your future self will thank you for making these changes today. The question is, will you act on this knowledge, or will you continue down the path of bone destruction? The choice is yours, but now you can't say you didn't know. Thanks for watching, and here's to stronger bones and a more vibrant future after 60.